It's one of the most intact Silk Road cities in the world. A place where you will feel like you have gone back in time and experience history. Let's see all of the places that I have explored in Khiva. Hi, so I am in Khiva today, and this day, like, I'm the whole day in Khiva and I'm gonna explore all of the places in Khiva. But the weather, as you can see, it's like totally cloudy right now. So generally, like, if it is sunny, the places actually looks really, like, vibrant. But today we don't have such luck. But anyway, it's not raining, so that's a good thing. And the Ichan Khala, everything will be done within like maybe 3 to 4 hours. We have our guide with us. The guide actually is the lady from our homestay, so she will be coming with us, and she's charging $30 for like the whole trip. It's like around like 3-4 hours. And yes, I will show you all of the places that we are gonna visit. And this is my outfit for today, by the way. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Diya, and I also have Instagram with the same name, wanderwithdiya. Do follow me on my Instagram as well, and let's go. This is the citadel of Khiva. Right here is the western gate or Ota Darwaza, and that is the ticket counter. If you are staying inside Ichan Khala, the entry actually is free, but to visit all of the entrances, museums, you actually need tickets. Some of them are free as well. This is the ticket costing. It is 200,000 Uzbek som per person, and it comes with a scanner, and you scan whenever you enter a place with ticket. And also along with the ticket they have given a brochure which has highlighted all the major attractions in Ichan Khala and Khiva. Once you enter, you can see a map on the wall. There are total 4 gates. So Khiva actually is divided into 2 parts. One is Ichan Khala, where we are at, it is the inner city, and one is Dishan Khala, which is the outer city. So the first place that we visited, you can see, you can take pictures and you have to pay extra. This is Kalta Minaret, which is the main attraction of Khiva. This turquoise styled minaret was actually built in 1851 to 1855. It was built by Khan, who wanted to build this tower, which was supposed to be at 262 feet, which will be taller than the Bukhara tower. But sadly, he passed away before he could complete this whole thing, so it was unfinished and stood at 95 feet. Just beside this is the Muhammad Amin Madrasa. So Khiva actually was an educational center, so people from all around the place came here to study. Currently this madrasa has been turned into a hotel, Orient Star Hotel, which is like one of the luxury hotel. If you have that budget, you can definitely stay here. And along with that, in the opposite end side, this is another restaurant at that time. In total there are 54 madrasas just in Ichan Khala. Next place was the police station. So this was also turned into a museum, just like most of the madrasas. Inside you can find different statues of the people, how they used to dress at that time, and also there were some pictures and also some descriptions at that time how they used to punish criminals. And there are some sayings, brutal way of punishment. One of them was they actually used to push people from the minaret and they used to fall to their death. This actually is one of the place where they used to punish or execute people. And just beside that is the entrance of the palace, which we will be visiting. This one is a paid one, so you have to scan your ticket while entering. This is Kuna Ark Palace. This was built in the 17th century, and this was the former residence of the ruler. The small door at the far end side is the entrance. It's a little tricky. The first place that you can see right now is the Summer Mosque, which has gorgeous white and blue tile work, as you can see. If you are here during sunny weather, you can see the place much more vibrant than you can see right now. This complex also had different rooms, harems, large reception area as well, and you can see the artwork on the wall all over the place. It's absolutely beautiful. There's also a museum which had a number of artworks. So this museum also had some coins and banknotes from that era that were minted right here. This is Juma Mosque. This mosque actually is quite unique because it had 280 wooden pillars which supports the roof. And many of the wooden pillars right here are made from almond or trees, and some of them actually date back to 10th or 11th century. And all the artwork within the pillars are really unique and carved really beautifully. You can spend some time here and wander around, take some pictures. Also, the roof is made in such a way that sunlight comes into the roof at different angles, which make this place really beautiful. If you are a fan of photography, definitely spend some time here. So there was a lovely lady sitting there selling flowers, and upon knowing that we are Indians, she's a huge Bollywood fan. She started talking to us, and she got so disappointed upon hearing that Kajol still hadn't left her husband for Shah Rukh Khan yet. This is Mahmud Palwan Mausoleum. The inside of this place is beautiful. You have to purchase a separate ticket for this place because this is not included in the VIP ticket that you get from the entrance. We had bought the ticket just previous day where we visited, but the next day also they let us in to visit the place. This is Tosh Koli Haveli. This is a really beautiful palace as well. This was built in 1830, and this was the residence of then ruler who was Ala Kuli Khan. This place is said to have more than 100 rooms just inside this palace. Some of them you can definitely visit. There was also a yurt, which is the tent right here in the middle. Let me give you a sneak peek at how it looks from inside. This was the room of the king. Also, just look at the tiling and the work just around the room. How much are these?
This one $2.
$2. The small one.
Yeah, this only handmade design.
Room actually was a kitchen in previous time, and now they have turned into like a clothes museum, and they have like photographs and like the dresses how women used to wear like the robe or something. So this room is for in this madrasa. There is a rope walk that happens in evening at 5. It is 50,000 som per person if you want to see. Most of the places are walking distance, so you can explore the whole thing in a few hours. Though I would suggest stay one night in Khiva. Also along the way we saw this. Our tour is completed. Like there are a few museums that are left. We are just going around to just find something to eat. So we went to a restaurant, but there was no chicken, so there is also not much veg option. There is, but not much. So we are just, going around places. So I found that one. So let's see if we can find some good chicken dish. So we are in this restaurant right now. It's almost 2 p.m. and we are the only one here, which is quite surprising. It's a nice one. The view I will show, it's also quite nice. We ordered pilaf, one meat pilaf and manti, which is like momo, you could say, and we are waiting for it. Also, it's like quite windy right now. I think it started drizzling a little bit, so maybe we will go to our hotel after having this, because I just have this shrug and I'm feeling a little bit cold. This is manti, which is a local dish of Uzbekistan. So we ordered 2 pumpkin, like veg manti, and 3 chicken. And this is plov. I actually survived in Uzbekistan in plov. I really loved it. And my mom actually had some salad. The salad was also good. But the best thing was this baklava. I think this was the best baklava I have ever had in my life. And this place was empty, but the food actually was really good. Like if you are in Khiva, I can suggest you can definitely at least have the lunch in this place. The bill was also quite reasonable for 3 people. So after having our lunch, we came back to the hotel, and it's still gloomy, though it is not raining right now. It was actually a little bit cold, so I came back to the room because I wanted to have like, a jacket or something. But anyway, it's been like an hour. I'm just resting a little bit. I was hoping that it's gonna be sunny again, but I don't think that's the case today. It's gonna be cloudy the whole, the whole evening today as well, and we cannot see any sunset as well. So sadly, that watchtower thing is not needed. That there's no point. After lunch, we explored some of the places in Dishan Khala. We didn't go to the palace, but you can definitely visit Nurula Boys Saroi. That is actually a beautiful one, and it is like 10-minute walking distance from Ichan Khala. Is the famous Islam Khoja minaret, which is at 187 feet. The best time to visit is early morning or in the evening. Enter this one, but you have to pay extra 100,000 som. That is not included in the VIP ticket. So I didn't go, my brother went, and I'm gonna attach the pictures and the photos that he took with my phone. So check that. This minaret was built in 1910, but if you're planning on going to the top of the tower, keep in mind that the staircase is very steep and narrow, and also if you are claustrophobic, I would suggest not to go here. But if you are not, definitely the view that you can see from here is worth that 100,000 som. In the same complex as the Islam Khoja Minaret is this Islam Khoja Madrasa, which now has been turned into Museum of Applied Art. Even if you are skipping other museums, I would suggest that do visit this one. It had some beautiful carved wooden doors, tile work, Uzbek carpets. There are multiple things that you will find really, really amazing right here. So don't skip this. we are back to the start. That one you can see, that is the west gate ticket counter from where you have to purchase the ticket. So we came back to the main gate, and also if you're wondering, there are two ATMs just beside the ticket counter. It's one, and also just while the entrance that you can see right here, there is another ATM, and that works properly. So if you are planning on taking out cash, you can do that in Khiva as well. West gate, and that's the ticket counter you can see. It's kind of, the weather is quite nice. It's a little chilly. I'm wearing a sweater. So tomorrow we will be going to Bukhara by train at 11 a.m. So before that, I'm planning on going to some places because the forecast tomorrow is showing that it's gonna be totally sunny tomorrow. This is the famous cafe, Teresa Cafe. So initially we actually had our reservation done during sunset, but since it was cloudy, we didn't come early. So this is plov, this is shashlik, and we also got some veg, not sizzler, like veg meal kind of. The food was good. The place is also quite nice, but like the pricing is a little on the higher end side than the other cafes that we have been to. But if you're planning on coming during sunset, I would suggest visit this place. Also, Khiva looks surreal at night. All of the places are having different kind of lightings. You cannot go inside because these are closed, but I would suggest walk around the place and see how it looks at night. This is the breakfast of the homestay. There is something called guma, which is kind of like puri, but it tastes really good. Along with that, some egg, some croissant, and all. The overall, the breakfast was really good here. In the morning, I went out alone to explore and just look at the weather. This whole place looks so different than it did yesterday. So today I'm just trying to see how the blue palaces look like in this weather. So I just went out to explore, and the whole street, as you can see, it's empty. So I would highly suggest that if you want to take pictures, or if you want to just avoid the tourist, wake up early, like not too early, because most of the ticketing attractions opens around like 8 or 9. So you can leave maybe at 8:30 and you will get the whole street to yourself. Right now, I'm the only one. Definitely come in the morning. This is the madrasa where the rope walk happens in the evening, and when I came again, I was the only person right here, so I didn't know exactly what all places could I visit, because I can see there was a small tunnel kind of thing just right here, but I was little unsure if I should go or not. But anyway, this was nothing, it was just an empty space. But since I didn't have guide, so I don't exactly know what this place is. So I was just taking out places that I've visited. And also there was another museum right beside that madrasa that I visited. And finally I went to the last place. This is another gate. Since I mentioned there are 4 gates in Ichan Khala. This is Pulwan Darwaza. And my journey to Khiva had ended. After this, I had my 7-hour train journey from Khiva to Bukhara, which I will show, and how the train journey looks like in my next vlog. So do subscribe and do check that out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go and subscribe right now. And yes, that's what Khiva is about.